Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat on the way in, right? So y'all see the title, Women Free from Men. Okay. So in the links, hopefully everyone click the links in the description. Neither one of them are too long. One is from Instagram, the other one is obviously YouTube. The first one is of Miss Keke Palmer performing after the breakup from her BD, her baby daddy. We're just gonna say BD because baby daddy makes me cringe. So yes, from her BD, and as you guys can see, she's celebrated and she's performing like I don't need him. All I need is money. All I need is a bag, right? Her words, right? I don't need a man. All I need is a bag, right? Um, excuse my language, but her baby gave her some ass, right? Her son. That's what she's saying. In other words, um, it's really cringy. I guess this is that weird. Sorry to all my suburban brothers and sisters. This is that weird suburban hip hop rock twerking, not so much twerking, cringy music. Anyway, wow. Okay. I don't even know what to say to that, but okay. It screams negative liberty. It screams a neoliberal assessment of men and masculinity. Once again, I don't need a Negro. All I need is a bag. That's that's neoliberal capitalism for you right there, right? I really have to do this stream with Green Gorilla. I gotta get in contact with Green Gorilla because I really want to have a conversation about neoliberalism, neoliberalism, neoliberal capitalism. Excuse me. There we go. And feminism and what the hell is done to the nuclear family. Because wow, right? Wow. um, yeah, it's just Frankenstein monster over here, right? So, and of course, the second link is, of course, we're continuing our conversation about Miss Ebony K. Williams and her, I'm gonna go do the you know artificial insemination route, and yeah, right. So this is what freedom looks like for women. One person who hasn't had her child for even a year yet, telling her, father of her child, essentially F you, and another person who doesn't even want the man in the picture in the first place, but she wants a very specific type of man. And anything short of that is, you know, and here we are. Two women telling men, black men, F you. And we need to read it for what it is. This is what freedom looks like. This is what they want, Dr. Umar Johnson. This is what they want, FD Signifier. Now, you can argue whether Keke Palmer's BD acted appropriately. There is people debating that, right? She should have never went public. He's shown her in scantily clad, dress anyway, etc., etc. Okay, all right, fine, understandable. But her reaction, her response, and it's continuing. Here you go. Now what? Right? This is the women you've raised, America. Particularly the black women. These are the black women you've raised, America. Black America. These are them. This is what it looks like, right? This is what they think freedom looks like, or feel freedom's looks like, better yet. To be able to tell men, F you, I don't have to consider your feelings, your opinion, what you think, none of it. Even the father of my child. And in Ebony K. Williams' situation, I don't have to consider none of you guys that aren't going to buy me. Right? Once again, they see relationship with men as inherently oppressive, and the only way they would consider an intimate relationship with a man, a relationship, not just sex, not a little situationship, No, an intimate relationship with a man is if he buys her. And I want to be that crass. Ain't that right, Yanni? Ain't that right, Chrissy? Because men are such mouth breathing idiots. Why would you ever consider being in a relationship with one if he's not buying you? The only thing they're good for is lifting up heavy things and maybe some good sex, maybe, right? And stopping a bullet. Oh, of course, and paying for everything. How did we forget that part? That's like the most important part, right? So you get Keke Palmer, and you get Ebony K. Williams, and you get Chrissy, and you get Real Talk with Yanni, right? And a myriad of other women, right? Chrissy snickers at the idea of 50-50 relationships and chastises her subscribers and all the others who are in 50-50 relationships. What world does Chrissy live in? I don't know, because she definitely doesn't live on planet Earth, right? Not in the 21st century. She doesn't live on planet Earth in the 21st century. That's for sure, right? Yanni says, I want to be a kept woman of leisure, right? America has to deal with this. Black America has to deal with this. It's not your sons, it's your daughters. It's always been your daughters. And for the past 2 to 3 generations, you have raised increasingly entitled, mean, condescending, materialistic, snarky, asshole daughters. No man can do anything with them. Not a black man, not a white man, not a Latino, not indigenous. No one can do anything with them. They're insufferable. I would like to direct you to Ebony K. Williams' face anytime she's on screen. Both Ebony K. Williams and Keke Palmer are celebrating the concept of being a single mother instead of being on any man's program. That's what Keke Palmer was telling you. This is beyond whether she was embarrassed or not because her BD went on social media talking. She told you she doesn't want to care what any man says or thinks or feels. How do you raise a family with a woman like that? You can't. Exhibit A, the black community over the past 50 years. Yeah, goddamn, Mr. Z. Ebony K. Williams told you we can choose, we can make our own choice. We can choose. Choose what? To be a mother to a child that neither you or the child know who the father is, because you got your child from a couple of vials of sperm. Technology is only going to make us more of who we are. Ebony worded what she said wrong. No, technology isn't going to allow for women to truly be free. No, it's going to show you who you really are. You never wanted the man in the picture in the first place unless he was balling out of control, unless he was a walking wallet and overglorified guard dog. Right? This is the real. Right? So Ebony K. Williams and Kiki Palmer are your, millennials. These are your millennials. And even though Kiki Palmer, from my understanding, is a very, very, very like the last of the millennials, she represents Gen Z also. You can make her honorary Gen Z. She represents them also. Dear America, dear Black America, these are your daughters. You could talk about your sons all you want. They're immature. They don't know what it is to be a man, right? You could do all that talk. You've been doing it for the past 40 some odd years, 50 years. How has that gained you anything? So your daughter started coming home with the child and no man. Now they're coming home with the child and they don't even know who the child's father is because they got him from a test tube. Um, and soon, and actually, increasingly, they're not even coming home with the child. Not even being a grandparent. You live on men. And 40, 50 years of that has gotten you where exactly? Right? 40, 50 years of that have gotten you where exactly? Right? This is what freedom looked like. This lady is performing her breakup. She is celebrating the fact that she's about to be a single mother because her pride. And not a single woman around her age, except for the young lady that's, how many of them are reeling her back like, hey, you sure you want to do this? Now, Kiki Palmer, let's be very clear. Kiki Palmer is not a regular woman. She's going to be okay. Most likely, financially, the baby's going to be okay. Most likely, right? We're not dealing with some type of normal situation. Let's be very clear. But this is being promoted. So the financial cushion that Kiki Palmer will be able to provide her son to make up for the fact that his father won't be with him day by day, every single day, the financial cushion she can provide him, most women cannot, nor will they ever be able to. And so for Kiki Palmer to be celebrating the fact that she's about to be a single mother is detrimental to all the women her age and younger. I would like to direct you to the brother that's a teacher that recorded his female students pretty much saying, yeah, I don't really need no man. I could do this by myself. And it shows a sign of strength. Right? This shows a sign of strength. And those were teenagers. You go up to Kiki Palmer's age. What is Kiki? 28, 29, 30, 28, 29, something like that. Same thought process. Real Talk with Yanni, same thought process. Chrissy, same thought process. Ebony K. Williams at 40, same thought process. Right? Same thought process. Huh. And black men are supposed to turn these into wives. Ain't that right, Dr. Johnson? Ain't that right, FDC in the fire? Ain't that funny? Mm-hmm. Killings, throwing Amanda Seals in there too, right? Trying to get on the brother because the other brother called her out for being insufferable on the set. Goddamn. And you up there with your alternative lifestyle brother, just kiki. And let me ask y'all something. Outside of, I see occasionally Funky Geneva does it. Occasionally, Funky Geneva does it. Outside of Funky Geneva, when do LGBTQ men ever call out women? Ever? I'll wait. Donovan tried it one time on the grapevine. They took his head off. Do y'all ever tell them, okay, look, unless you want to be over here with me in the alternative lifestyle world, y'all gonna have to make it with men? All y'all do is give them coping mechanisms. All these LGBTQ brothers, all y'all give women are coping mechanisms. Y'all keep them single forever. Whoever is in the era, Tracy Ellis Ross, y'all keep them single forever. Right? Occasionally, your LGBTQ brother will be like, I don't know, y'all sounding crazy. I don't know if this is gonna work. I'm a man. Yeah, I might be same-sex loving, but I'm a man. I don't know if men are gonna sign up for that, especially straight men. When do y'all ever say that? Like never. Oh, because I forgot y'all into that gender fluid thing, and y'all believe that everything is everything. How's that working for the straight women? Oh, it's not working. Yikes. Well, there you go. It's not working exactly. Right? These people keep on talking about black boys and black men being coddled. Right? The Haitian sister, I can't remember. I covered her the other day, a couple weeks ago, talking about her brothers being coddled by her mom. That's all black women want to talk about. You're the one who's single and stays single, but your brothers are the ones who were coddled. Black men could get women, and they could keep them longer than black women can. But we're the ones who were coddled. We're the ones who were spoiled, right? Yeah, that's it. Right. Only person really calling black men insufferable is Chrissy. Now go ask all the other men around the planet what they think about black women. Oh goddamn. Well, right. And Big Kev, thank you for the super chat. And Big Kev says, think about this. Why should a black woman live up to her potential when she can get just as much praise being subpar, unlikable, and hyper dysfunctional? And that's the question. And that's the question, right? Our society encouraging them to go down this road, encouraging it. Bitter black mothers encouraging it because they still try to get back at their BD, their ex-husband, their ex-boyfriend. And they mess the kids up. They mess their daughters up. They make her insufferable to any man. You realize we're talking about women that are reaching middle age, 40, 45 years old, and they've never had a real relationship. They've never lived in the home and had to deal with a man for a couple of years, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. They always use their mother as some type of fallback plan, so they don't ever have to deal with a man and what men think, a particular man thinks, what he feels and how he moves and how he operates. And yet, remember, the boys and the men are the kids, right? Yeah, that's it. The boys and the men are the kids. And yet we have women like Chrissy, Yanni, Ebony K. Williams throwing whole temper tantrums. Y'all don't want to call it that. That's what it is. Being petulant children. But the boys and the men are the kids. Yeah, okay. Ebony K. Williams is running around the entire internet telling you what she ain't gonna do, what she ain't gonna settle for, and no one want to call her the petulant child that she is. Cynthia G told you she is trying to destroy the black community. Her words, and y'all don't want to see her for the petulant child that she is. I tried to make it work with a man I knew had multiple kids from multiple women. It didn't work, so F y'all forever. I'm gonna try to destroy the black community. And nobody want to see that for the temper tantrum, petulant child, temper tantrum throwing petulant child that she is. So yeah, Big Kev, yes, just as much praise for being subpar, unlikable, and highly dysfunctional. When black men walk in a room, yes, sometimes people have fear, people clutch their purse. You know what people don't do? They don't roll their eyes. They don't roll their eyes, right? It's not black men that people are calling insufferable. It's not black men that people are calling mean. Black women, you don't have to lie. You don't got to lie to kick it, Craig. Are non-black people pulling you to the side and being like, "Yo, why do they act like that?" Let's be honest. No, they're not. First of all, let's be honest. Black men are not even in the spaces with these people. Black women are though. Black non-black people are pulling black men over to the side and asking, "Why do black women act like that?" Right? Keke Palmer is celebrating of being a single mother now, to spite her BD. And y'all give me a second. Y'all talk amongst yourselves. And we're back. We're back, everyone. We're back. So yes, Big Kev is definitely right. This dysfunction is, and the fact that she's celebrating it. Same thing. The fact that Ebony K. Williams is throwing a temper tantrum, celebrating the fact that we have technology and she don't have to deal with no man. I get it. Ebony K. Williams said, "I'm not going to be a BM, right? A baby's mother. I'm not going to be a baby mother to no man." Cool. So you're just going to have a child that you raise and you can't even tell them, you can't even give them a story of who their father is. Huh. Because that's much better. And it's not even like your father's part of your life. So it's not even like they're going to be raised by granddad as the male figure. Do we know if Ebony K. Williams has a brother or not? Where's the male energy going to come from, Ebony K. Williams? With a smorgasbord of black male celebrities like Charlemagne and them? Yeah, that's it. All right. And Seven Ann says, she just was on stage. I don't need a all I need is a bag shaking my head. I went on Lucas Live last night and they were acting like mama raised boys. Bro, I know. I know. Right? And I have to listen to that live. I seen it. I have to listen to it, and I know it's gonna be forever. Y'all give me a second. In a minute, I'm gonna tell y'all. I gotta pause for a second. But yeah, right. Of course, right. And all these people trying to tear down the black manosphere. Good luck. Because y'all don't got the answers over there. That's why y'all can't break it. It's that simple. Y'all don't have the answers, so that's why y'all can't break it. The young men, the boys would listen to you if you had answers, but you don't. So, well, they've been hearing your air quotes answers for decades and it's failed. All right, you guys talk amongst yourselves. And we're back. Yeah, I saw the clip though. 7N, I saw the clip. I saw the clip. I saw the clip earlier today. That's why it's in the. If you look in my description box, it's in the description box. It's the first link in the description box. Yeah, I saw her performing that heinous, corny ass song. Right. Not only is it horrible that she's celebrating that. Before we even get to that, let's just talk about the aesthetics of it all. It's corny. Before we even get to the substance, it's corny. That lets you know you're forcing this. You're like, screw it. I'm throwing a temper tantrum. I'm out. You can't tell me what to do. I'm my own woman with a child from a man. Hmm. Discipline. Eh. Structure. Eh. Security. Eh. You can't tell me what to do. Right? This lets you know it's a temper tantrum. It's a I don't want to listen to no one, particularly not no man. And you're not a baller, right? Now, never mind the fact that I'm in Hollywood and I've been in Hollywood for a couple decades, and I should have been, if I wanted a baller, I would have been with a baller, except for the fact that I might be an 8-hole, and that's why I'm not with a similarly situated white, black, Latino man in Hollywood. There's that part too. Let's be very clear. Keke Palmer is in the position that she's in because she wanted that position. She's not with an equally famous or more famous man because she didn't want to be with one. Moment of pause, everyone. Moment of pause. Mr. Z got to go on his car rant. All my car people, y'all ain't gonna believe what's looking at me across the street right now. I'm not lying. A red R33 GTR. I'm not lying, by the way. I'm not lying. It's like my dream car, by the way. Welcome to South Florida. Yep, that's a real one. Got the Japanese front plate and all, and he has the expensive $20,000 headlights. Yes, people. By the way, for real, $20,000 headlights. I'm not joking. Ask any car person. And he's about to turn. We're gonna get back to the real subject in like 20 seconds, right after he turns. Yep, and he's rocking BBSs. Okay, now we can get back to the real topic. All right. So you make it even worse that Mr. What's his name? Darius is not nearly as famous as Keke Palmer. He doesn't have the connections, he doesn't have the wealth. And you get where we are now. She wanted this power dynamic. She wanted to be able to tell a man F you. I would like to also direct you to Rihanna. God damn. They want that power dynamic. See, when Mr. Z says the internet is going to expose us all, this is what I mean. It's hard to hide to see when Oprah was a thing in the 90s and the 80s, you could hide this. You could hide this dynamic in the 90s. You could claim, oh, black men are secretly on the DL. That's why women don't have partners. Black men don't want to be fathers. That's why black women don't have partners. Black men are not taking life seriously. That's why black women don't have partners. And now that the internet has democratized the town square and black women don't have a monopoly on the conversation because white racist society gives them the microphone, keeps the microphone out of black men's hands and gives black women the microphone. Now that we're no longer in that era, oh, it's looking real ugly. And it's looking even uglier because black women are showing out. It's not just that black men are being honest about the environment, it's that black women are being honest about the environment. And let's be very clear, they're not being honest by saying it, they're being honest by their actions. It's not that they're actually saying, look, we want this power dynamic. We want men that we can rule over. We don't want men that are similarly situated for real. I know we complain about it, but we don't actually want that. Because then that means he might be able to dictate, or that means we might actually have to compromise and negotiate. I don't actually want that. I want to talk about wanting it and then complain about not getting it. Bell hooks anyone. I was looking for love, but everywhere I looked, I found patriarchy. 10 minutes later. Oh, wait, a man that wasn't all about his money. Ooh, that ain't a man for me. Right? Yeah, I saw that link 7 and disgusting. And what's important here is that these things continue to vindicate black men's names, right? These things continue to vindicate black men's name. Because these are the mothers of these women are the same people that were complaining about our fathers. It was the same exact situation. As we've said, they want some type of weird hybrid mix of patriarchy and feminism at the same time. Dear man, you protect and provide and be a walking wallet, but I still need you to kind of be a pushover for me, but not a pushover for anyone else. I want you to be Superman for everyone else, but I want you to be softer than Clark Kent for me. Right? I need you to be hard as nails for me. Excuse me, hard as nails for everyone else, but soft as cotton for me. Right? And their delusion is encouraged. Their delusion is encouraged by women like Shira Seven. Their delusion is encouraged by uber wealthy media execs all across Hollywood. Their delusion is encouraged by female content creators, singers, entertainers. Their delusion is encouraged. And when that delusion hits reality, then they throw temper tantrums. Ebony K. Williams. Then they throw temper tantrums. Chrissy. Then they throw temper tantrums. Real Talk with Yanni. Then they throw temper tantrums. Amanda Seals. Then they throw temper tantrums. Kim Foster. Then they throw temper tantrums. Khadijah. Then they throw temper tantrums. Cynthia G. Then they throw temper tantrums. Lexus Exis. Mahogany Pink. And no one wants to call what women are doing all across social media, all across the mainstream media, what it is. It's women throwing temper tantrums because they're delusional. Some of that delusion comes from themselves, and some of that delusion was encouraged by this society. They're throwing temper tantrums. They are petulant children in adult bodies. Ebony K. Williams is throwing a temper tantrum. I agree with Jason Black. That lady's gonna have a nervous breakdown eventually. She's going to crack eventually. It may not be on camera. Only a select few of people may know. But she's going to crack if she hasn't already. If she hasn't already. Because I told you, she's so close but so far away. I'm making money. I'm attractive. I'm educated. I'm connected. I'm well spoken. I did everything that this society told me to do, and I don't got no damn man. Oh, yeah, she's going to crack. Once again, if she hasn't already. Dear women, you can be an a-hole and get and keep a man. Even a poor man, even a loser. They already told you, when women earn more than their male counterparts, that's when he's even more likely to cheat because they don't want to add the other part. She's probably an a-hole. She's probably condescending and dictatorial, and he get his man energy off on another woman. There you go. We all know, by the way, we all know it. I would love for researchers to do some research and find out, oh, yeah, Z is right. Right? We all know what this is. As I said, the women through actions are being honest, not through verb, not through speaking, but through their actions. Oh, they're being honest about what this is. No man could tell me anything. And that's okay. We'll just be prepared to spend decades on end, hopping from man to man, or be perpetually single, or, be celibate for a couple years. Shout out to Yanni. And I'm not sure if she's been celibate for a couple of years, but practicing celibacy. But her comment section, oh, single for a year, single for a year and a half, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 17 years, 20 years. Let's be very clear what that celibacy means. We're all men here. We're all adults. You were celibate. That means you didn't have no real connection with the man for real, for 17, 20 years. Because no man worth his salt is going to be around a woman that he's not having sex with for no 6 months. For a year. Let's be clear. That's not a thing. So either you're lying or you're telling the truth, and that's why you've been single for 20. Well, yeah, single for 20 years. Because if you ain't having sex for 20 years, you've been single for 20 years. And you're probably insufferable. This is a thing. Dear America, this is a thing. Right? Once again, I want to like to direct you to Ebony K. Williams, Kiki Palmer, Amanda Seales. This is a thing. On one of the interviews with Amanda Seales, she was on the Breakfast Club, and Charlemagne and her had a conversation about a conversation they had in private. And she said Charlemagne made her cry because Charlemagne pretty much told her, yo, if you stay the way you are, you're gonna be single forever. Do we think Amanda Seales changed at all? This is another woman. Now I know Tariq Nasheed said she don't got no sex appeal, but okay. Attractive enough. Once again, educated, intelligent, well-spoken. Could form a great argument. That's great. You could be a good lawyer if you went to law school. What that mean about being a good mother and a wife? Yikes. These people don't know how to play well with others. We just have to be honest. These people don't know how to play well with others. They don't even have homegirls for more than 5 years. How the hell we expect them to have a spouse for a couple decades? Right? And Kareem, thank you for the super sticker. Thank you for the super sticker. Right? They don't play well with others, and we expect them to have a spouse for a couple decades? Right? The reason why Mr. Z covers stuff like this is because for decades, black men's name was under attack by white racist society using black women as proxies, and black women just throwing a fit for a few decades. And this is what the pushback looks like. We don't have to insult their intelligence. We don't have to call them, insult the way they look. No, Mr. Z doesn't have to do any of that. Y'all notice Mr. Z don't go in on women's weight. None of it. No need. Just look at their actions, whether they're good looking or not. Ebony K. Williams is a good looking woman. Amanda Seals is a good looking woman. Tracy Ellis Ross is a good looking woman. What that mean? Uh-oh. Most of these women are average looking to attractive women. Means nothing. I guarantee you, if these women started dating women, they still couldn't make it work. If they were same-sex loving, they still couldn't make it work because it's you. Wait a minute, screw. Wait. Isn't Keke Palmer on the sexual fluid side too? Wait a minute. Isn't Keke Palmer on the sexually fluid side also? Huh. So, women like Chrissy are doing their polygynous polyamorous thing, and women like Keke Palmer are sexually fluid. Dear America, they don't want no structure, man. That's why they can't be in a heterosexual relationship. That's why you see the women like Khadijah pushing for all type of gender and sexual fluid people, because they don't want no structure at all. They want the state to provide the structure. That way they never have to listen to no man say anything. Maybe I have to sit down with BGS and us talk about like what he's talking about the state being like the parent of final decision, and expand that out to not just the relationship between parent and child, but the relationship between women and men. Because that's what it seems, especially on the left, that women are advocating for. The state provide the structure. That way I could tell all the men under the umbrella, F you, F you. I could be with you for 5 seconds. I don't have to listen to you no more next. And demanding that men provide some type of stability, but not really. Stability with no authority. Right? And the structure is really provided by the state. The men provide little bit of stability, but they don't have no authority for the stability that they provide. Right? Oh yeah, Trail, the sister, the other sister, and we, damn, that's part of Raj's, and let me read Trail's comment first. Who was the former Miss America? And somebody put her name down if y'all remember. Who, because the Roger report covered this story, and I remember me and Black Uru really went in on the psyche, right? And Black Uru really went in on this on the psyche of jumping off a woman jumping off of a building. But Trail Bentley's comment is, who was the former Miss America who was a celebrity reporter rumored to have same-sex secrets that self-deleted? Anybody remember the young lady's name? Right? Gorgeous, gorgeous woman, gorgeous. Once again, couldn't make it work. And we live in the 21st century. Let's be very clear. Them same sex, there's no way those same sex loving rumors was the reason why she might have done what she did. Not in the 21st century, maybe 30, 40 years ago, possibly. What, that was last year that happened, people? Last year or the year before? Self-deleting yourself because you're same-sex loving, and that's, first of all, remember, this is a rumor, but assuming that it was true, yeah, that's not the reason why. These people can't make it work with other people. They don't play nice with others, period. How did I mention the Breakfast Club and I mentioned what's her name, Angela Yee? They can't make it work, period, with anyone. And I've met Angela Yee in person, like right upon her. She has a way cuter face in person than the camera would lead you to believe. What that mean? Nothing. Chelsea Chris, thank you, Jordan. I mean Jeffrey, sorry. Thank you, Jeffrey. Right? Chelsea, that's the sister that, you know, unfortunately deleted herself. Right? And you're good. And remember what Ebony K. Williams said. You're going to see black women practicing this increasingly. And I agree with her. Black women with the means to get men all the way out the picture, to have the man all the way out the picture. And this is beautiful for the conversation because, dear Dr. Umar, tell us it's men's fault now. Dear FD Signifier, tell us, oh, it's because we're not resilient now. Oh, they lack resilience. Yeah, tell us it's that now. I said it. Ebony K. Williams should have been married and stayed married from a decade ago, at least. Right? Insufferable, man. Let me run through it again. I keep on saying every time I mention her. Attractive enough, educated, well spoken, well put together, connected, doing her thing in Hollywood, moving and shaking. She may not be ultra famous, but famous enough. If you can make it work with men, that's on you, Ebony K. Williams. That is not men. You are the common denominator. You could throw Claudia Jordan in there too. You could throw Vivica A. Fox in there too. But these are Xers, right? We were mainly talking about millennials and Gen Z. But you could throw them in there also. Lisa Ray, you could throw all of them in there. Maya, all of them. Taraji, dear America, like I said, you've raised about 2, 3 generations of insufferable, mean, condescending a-hole women. Before we even get into their weight, they're a-holes. And I will continue to scream this from the mountaintop because, as I said before, we don't talk about it enough. They're mean. They're mean. They're catty. And no man worth his salt is going to marry and then stay married with a mean, catty woman before we even get into everything else. Kiki Palmer is being catty. And if you check through the comments of the Instagram post, it links in my description. You'll see the few women that's in the comments. I say, well, you shouldn't be tearing her down. You should be trying to lift her up. What does this do? Because we always got to talk to women like they're, dear women, do you want to be children or do you want to be adults? Do you want to be treated like children or do you want to be treated like an adult? Because all of this, talk to me nice, my feelings. Remember what Chrissy said? Y'all talk about your preference so mean. Oh, that's Chrissy's inner 7-year-old talking right there. That's her inner 12-year-old talking right there. That's because she was peeping over the corner in high school or in middle school, listening to the brothers talk about the light-skinned chick they found attractive, and it hurt her little feelings. And now she grown 30-something-year-old talking about, you talk about your preference so mean. Chrissy, did any man tap you, any boy tap you on the shoulder and said, hey, hey, right? On some Simpsons crap, hey, you're dark and ugly. No, let's be clear, no. Translation, dear men, first of all, you shouldn't have a preference for anything outside of what these women think you should. But if you do, God forbid, if you do, then shut up about it. Because anything that you say will be perceived as mean. Anything you say about finding a woman attractive that doesn't look like these particular women with the inferiority complex, the insatiable inferiority complex, anything you say complimentary about a woman that doesn't look like her will be deemed as mean. And why do you got to say it? Why do you got to say that you find this other woman attractive? This is the same thought process that says we're all pretty in our own way. And then we line you up and see who's in your line, who's in her line, who's in this other woman's line. And then that's when women start catching feelings. When the slim and slim thick women of varying shades have 1 million people in their line and the other sisters maybe not so much, now we start talking about European beauty standards. But wait a minute, she's dark skinned. But look at her nose. Oh boy. That's why I couldn't stay at colorism, everyone. Now we're on featureism and texturism. Because when people found thicker, heavier, a Marla Negra attractive, well, look at her eye color. Look at her nose. But y'all said it was about the darker skin. Well, texturism and featureism. Oh, there we go. There we go. When black male artists start putting the Benetton ad up of black women, they have the light skin, damn near white black women all the way to the dark skin black women. Well, look, they're all slim and look at their nose and look at their features. And when we said black women, we really mean dark skinned black women, heavier dark skinned black women with the kinkiest hair. Oh, there we go. Okay. And all the divestors are telling you, go where you're, don't go where you're tolerated, go where you're celebrated. Wait a minute. Black women, you're celebrated in white society? You're celebrated in Latino society? Asian society? Are you? Kiki Palmer was dating the white dude. Why she don't got him? Yanni been swirling. Why don't she got a white man yet? Yanni said she's considering it. Do it. Ebony K. Williams was the side chick to the white dude. That didn't work. She came back to the black community telling you what she ain't gonna do, what she's not gonna settle for, and who's mediocre. Right? Kim Foster went to prom with the white dude. Now she telling you about class. Wait a minute. right? All these. Wait a minute. Okay, in the group of women I've listed, we have polyamorous polygynous, we have sexual fluid, we have swirlers and divestors, and not a single one of them outside of Kim Foster for right now, and that just started like 2 nanoseconds ago. None of them got no man, white, black, Latino, or otherwise. Let me be serious, super serious with it. Y'all don't even got a trans man. God damn. Y'all ain't even doing the what's her name? From BLM. Alicia Garza. Y'all ain't even doing that. And it's not that Mr. Z's encouraging that. It's important that we talk about this, dear black men in the black manosphere. The reason why we talk about this, yes, Mr. Z pokes a little fun. Yeah, Mr. Z, makes little quips, but really, it's because these are the same. Literally, Ebony K. Williams is the same woman that told you how mediocre you are, how your parents accepted you coming home with C's and D's. That's the same woman that then turns around and now is pushing for women in her similar situation to go ahead with artificial insemination. That's her. Yanni is the same one that was chastising civil rights leaders because she don't even understand what brought that about, nor does she care to understand. Y'all remember she was chastising civil rights leaders. This is what you wanted. You wanted to integrate with whites. You wanted this just so you could be around white women. Then turn around and tell you getting sex for men is easy. Then she tells you they don't want to. They don't want to compromise. Right? Sound real similar to Eartha Kitt. Then tells you what's the incentive? What's the incentive? Okay, sound nice. She's telling you she's been celibate. Now she's telling you, I'm going to be a kept woman of leisure. How is this supposed to work for black women? Wait a minute, it's not working. It's not working. And that's why I agree with Ebony K. Williams. More and more of them are going to seek out this option if they can afford it. Didn't I cover this a little while ago because Dr. T covered it? I need to go back to that, right? The professor that the white female, I want to say she was a professor or researcher that spoke about a lot of these women. It's not that they're having problems, giving birth. They don't have any type of complications. They're doing this because they can't find the men that's air quotes on their level. It's mainly white women in this case. But some Jewish women, shout out to all you people that keep on talking about the Jews like they got their community perfectly together. A couple of Asians, some Latina, and one or two black women. Right? So I agree with Ebony Kilmes. More and more women in general in America and across the West are going to look at this as a choice, as an option, better yet. And the black women of means in particular. Definitely the white women of means. Remember Jennifer Aniston. The Jewish women of means. Because y'all want the world y'all wanted, y'all got it. Now y'all don't want it. You wanted the education, you got it. Oh, wait a minute. You thought you were going to have more education than your male counterparts and outcompete them, but then somehow magically the men were going to still be above you enough for you to find them appealing enough to want to be married to them. How in the hell was that supposed to work? Dear Western women, Dear developed nation women all across South Korea, Japan, all across Western Europe, Canada, America, Australia, how the hell was this supposed to work? And FD signifier over here sitting down there. The women don't need us, and they're going to need us increasingly less. And look at them throwing a fit because they still want patriarchy. They just want patriarchy by female specifications, patriarchy and feminism simultaneously. It's not working, and they're throwing a fit. Right? All right, everybody. Okay, all right, all right. So, on that note, I'm about to end out. Y'all like, share, subscribe, hit the thank you button for the replay squad. Look, we covered this because Keke Palmer is going to be okay, most likely. Her child is going to be okay, most likely. Most likely. Because Keke Palmer has that type of money. All right? Keke Palmer has the money. Now, for the rest of black women who are living vicariously through Keke Palmer, probably not. For the black women living vicariously through Ebony K. Williams, probably not. For the black women listening to Real Talk with Yanni and Chrissy and Kim Foster and living vicariously through them, probably not. Excuse me. Listening to Amanda Seals, living vicariously through her, probably not. Right? Angela Yee, probably not. The women that are listening to these women and living vicariously through them, it's probably not going to work for you. You don't have the money, you don't have the status, you don't have the connections, you don't have the network. Right? And let's be very clear. You don't have the wisdom or the knowledge either. Thank you, Will A.R. That's what I'm saying. Financially, the child would be okay. Mentally, question mark. That's a whole other story. Shout out to Zaya Wade. Oh, brother. Why did I read that last part? Why did I read that last part? Right? So we'll end it out there, everybody. Y'all have a great rest of y'all day. Um, it was important that I come to y'all with this again, especially with recent developments about Keke Palmer. Yeah, so she's on stage celebrating being a single mother. And on the other end is Ebony K. Williams that has her by what, a decade in age? Over here celebrating and encouraging, not just celebrating for herself, encouraging women in her similar situation financially to not just date out. We've gone beyond swirling and divesting. Now we're saying forego the man completely, any man, and go have a child artificially. Alrighty then. Right? Alrighty then. So, love, peace, and chicken grease. We'll pause right here. Y'all have a great rest of y'all day. Go check out other Black Manosphere content. Go check out other non-Manosphere content. Right? For the love of God, please go check out other non-Manosphere content. Check out stuff to increase your knowledge and your wisdom, so y'all don't sound like these people. So y'all don't sound like Yanni. Right? I can't even say Kim Foster because Kim Foster is relatively knowledgeable. She's just an angry little bitter short troll. Right? So y'all go ahead and check out Black Manosphere content, other non-Manosphere content. From my understanding, Perfect Timing is coming up, so y'all go check out Perfect Timing. All right, Mr. Z out. Y'all have a great rest of y'all day.